And we are back with the official TCAA, NJCAA Chet State basketball tournament here, the Division 1, or pardon me, the. Sorry about a bit of technical difficulties here on the booth. This is the NJCAA tournament. I am Anton Skirbo. I'm joined by
Sean Bowman.
And we're going to see the Motlow State Bucks versus the Cleveland State Cougars. Cleveland State is coming off a victory, an 86-78 victory back on Saturday against Chattanooga State. And we have the Motlow State Bucks beating the Columbia State 90-58 the other day. Let's go over the rosters now. Where does the roster for the Cleveland State Cougars, Sean?
We're going to have starting at guard, Jordan Brown. At the other guard, Tevin Ollison. I guess it's going to be starting in a forward position. It's going to be Cam Copeland. Starting at forward position is going to be Victor Curry. And at the center, Delano Walker.
Okay, and their head coach is Lee Sigliano. The Motlow State Bucks, the starting lineup is Isaiah Hart, who was on fire the other day, Cavante Corley, Rashawn Fredericks, David Frazier at the wing, and Dylan Smith at the guard. One thing I will say about the Cougars is Tevin Ollison had 38 points the other day. What an outing by him. I think that's the most we've seen so far in this tournament, Sean.
Yeah, Ollison put on quite a show. That was an impressive win for Cleveland State. They are rivals of Chattanooga State. Hard-fought game.
Hard-fought game indeed. As we also have Cam Copeland for the Cleveland State Cougars, who played a lot of the game. I'll call him the Iron Man for all the game. He played a lot of that game there, was Cam Copeland. You see the starting lineup still being introduced here for the Motlow State Bucks. Now, one thing I will look out for if I was Cleveland State is Isaiah Hart, a great three-point shooter on his own right. So we're going to probably see a three-point bombing here between both teams. I just wonder how it's going to go and who's going to get the, who's going to get it.
Something to also note on this tournament is the #1 seed Southwest is still currently in this, while last year's defending champs Walter State has been put out.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting development here in this tournament, as that game had just finished here, as Southwest taking the win over Walter State. As we're going to see the ball being, we're going to see the tip ball here. We're going to see probably, it looks like Victor Curry for Cleveland State, and I'm not sure who we're going to have yet for Motlow State. Is the coach is just having a final huddle with his players here. As you see, it looks to be #5, Cavante Corley, who's going for the 5-on-5. Cavante Corley and Victor Curry going to be doing it.
That would appear so.
As we are about to start jump ball here.
You got #5 tipping off.
As you see the tip being won by Cavante Corley by Motlow State Bucks, and #4 Isaiah Hart taking it up before. As they're already an amazing three-point shooter, being guarded by the Iron Man wearing glasses there, Cam Copeland. Cam Copeland, I wonder why he's wearing those glasses. A lot of the times players wear glasses because they got a little eye poke, as we see a nice little lay-in there by David Frazier for the Motlow State Bucks. But yeah, you can see the glasses there on Cam Copeland. I wonder what happened. I wonder what the story is with those. Generally, like I said, an eye injury tends to be why players wear glasses like that in a game. You can see Kareem wearing them a lot of his career, not really because of eye injuries, but maybe he just want to protect his vision, because he is honestly one of the best players I've seen on this game. Besides the aforementioned Tevin Olson, who did pretty well last game. See a three-point attempt and a miss there by Jordan Brown of the Cougars.
And just a quick note for those of you just joining us on the last game, Walter State Community College was actually put out by Southwest Tennessee, and the score was 79-70 on the final on that.
And you see the ball being inbounded by Cam Copeland out to it looks like Delano Walker, who misses on the three-point line there. Sorry, miscommunication.
Isaiah Hart's got the ball right now.
Isaiah Hart, an amazing three-point shooter. He was making a lot of contested shots the other day. You see a lot of passing around here by Motlow State. Now, let's say one thing I like about both teams is they're both fast three-point shooting teams. You see a three-pointer right there by Isaiah, who missed it first, but that probably won't be one of the only ones to see him miss. He's been doing really well. He did really well the last game I saw him play. The Iron Man Cam Copeland taking the ball for.
Another thing to take note of, Cleveland State is averaging on the season just about 76 points a game.
Ooh, and a nice, pretty little pass and a wedge up there. We had the ball wedged by Delano Walker. I think this is the second time we've seen a wedge so far in this tournament. That happening, I think, the other day by the women's Southwest team wedging the ball yesterday. It's the second wedge we've seen. As we see the ball being inbounded by the Ironman Cam Copeland. Nice little pass out. A lot of little passes out here. A lot of Cam Copeland for the 3, trying to lose his defender here, Isaiah Hart. You see him being heavily contested. So pass out to Jordan Brown.
If you are Cleveland State, what do you think's going through your head right now?
Nice little block there by Cavante Carlin. What was that?
What do you think's going through your head right now? That big win over your rival, Chattanooga State.
I think it kind of elevates you as you see the lay-in there by Jordan Brown. But I think it kind of elevates your play. I think it kind of gets you pumped up that you beat out your rival. Now you got to go on with the tournament. You know, I think that helps. Gives you a little mental edge there. We see the big man going, trying to play on his man, and a nice little 3, but a miss sadly there by David Frazier as the ball's being taken up the court now by Cam Copeland, the Iron Man. Cam Copeland taking up the floor now, trying to call for an isolation. A little pass out to Tevin Olson, who again had 38 points. You heard that right, folks. 38 points the last game as it's turned over. Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now. Yeah, 38 points. What an amazing outing by that young man. Ooh, and it looks like a traveling foul there by Isaiah Hart. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. The ball is now being inbounded by Delano Walker. Now, you know, last game, I think the majority. I think Cam Copeland only missed or only was out for a minute that last game against Chattanooga State. How long do you think he's going to play today? Do you feel like he played a lot because they're going against a rival and they needed that win, or what do you think it was, Sean?
Well, I think personally, you want your best players on the floor whenever you play any big game. I suspect we'll see the go-to guys rack up a lot of minutes for both teams.
Ooh, turned over there as we see Motlow State taking up the floor, and a nice little layup there by number 10, Rashawn Fredericks. Good job on him as you see Cam Copeland now taking up the floor. You see Cam Copeland taking up the floor, being guarded by Dylan Smith, who had hit a couple threes of his own earlier in the game yesterday. Or the other day, sorry. See the ball being passed out now to Jordan Brown. And that was a bit of a nice little step back and a make by Cam. I'm not sure that was the smartest shot, but I mean, he converted it. So, you know, the score sits at 4-2, or 4-5, pardon me. Cleveland State up, 16:23 left in this first half. See Isaiah Hart passing it out, and almost now you've almost turned over there by Cleveland State. It's his State's taking up the floor now, pass up to Cam Copeland after being rebounded by Jordan Brown.
So on the season, Allison is actually averaging 17 points a game.
That's not bad, especially since he had that huge outing yesterday. You see Cam Copeland getting around a defender there, going for a nice pretty lip and a pass out, almost a turnover. You see them trying to regather themselves a bit. You gotta watch that shot clock as it's turned over. Now we see Motlow taking up the floor. Nice little steal there by Isaiah as we see, and a nice little finish on the missed layup by Motlow State. That was Cavante Corley.
That's one way to get a rebound.
Oh yeah. As you see Cam Copeland taking up the floor now. Trying to call for an isolation, trying to get his man open as you see him being contested by Dylan Smith. One thing I will say is we haven't seen a trap defense be ran in this game. You see that a lot with these kind of games. You see a nice little deep three and a make there by Cam Copeland. Good job on his part. As you see Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now. You know, once again, Isaiah Hart is not a person to sleep on. He is a great three-point shooter. He made a lot of threes the other day, being heavily contested by the defender.
Believe it or not, Cam Copeland is only a 33% three-point shooter.
Well, obviously the stats are not correct. Hey, it's a nice little turnaround and a miss there. Looks like it's out. It's going to be under possession. It's going to be Cleveland State ball as you see the miss there by Motlow. See the ball being taken up.
Yeah, it looks like.
We got the highlight here. You see that nice little layup and that dunk there. I love that play so far in this game, the tenacity.
Nice athleticism on that play.
Oh, yeah. It must be like a Rondo and Davis kind of play on the Pelicans there. You see the ball being passed out to Cam Copeland.
Looks like they're trying to pass the ball around.
Tevin Olson with the 3. I'm surprised he didn't make that. He was on fire, as I've said numerous times on the other day. You see the ball almost hitting us here on the scorer's table. You see Cam Copeland being able to retrieve it before it hits us in the face. Castillo checking the game now, inbounding the ball. Going to be defended by Jordan Brown as he inbounds the ball. As you see him inbounding it to David Frazier. Leonardo Castillo being guarded heavily by Jordan Brown. Great defense there by Jordan Brown, not letting up. See him have to pass it out there. Ooh, and
can't find the jumper.
Missed by Rashawn Frederick. To see the Cam Copeland, the Ironman, taking up the floor for Cleveland State. The Ironman doing really good so far, you know. Nice little, a lot of pass here by Cleveland State and almost a miss. Or almost a make as it's missed there. You see Castillo taking it up the floor now. Again, I think you're going to play heavy defense on Isaiah because, like I said earlier, he was on fire the other day. As you see Castillo slowing down the play a little bit, trying to find his open man. Cam Copeland not letting up there on Isaiah Hart.
So he's just trying to set up something in the offense, or just trying to be careful about getting a nice shot, I think.
Yeah. As you see, I'm not sure what the call was there, but you're going to see Leonardo Castillo inbounding the ball now.
Well, they probably don't want to force anything, so I think they're trying to look for the best shot they can get.
As you can see, Castillo inbounding the ball with Isaiah Hart, still be contested by the Ironman, Cam Copeland. And that contested three in the make, that's what I was talking about. He did that a lot the other day, as he now brings his team up 1.
Yeah, Hart had a hand right in the face, and he made that.
Oh, yeah. Great shot. You can make them take them. As you see Cam Copeland passing the ball out to Tevin Olson. Cam Copeland now. See the crowd going wild here, chanting defense, defense. They're really into this when you see Cam Copeland taking up the floor, passing a nice little pass out and a air ball by Cleveland State there. You see a little scrimmage on the floor. You see Castillo taking it up the floor now, being heavily contested there by Jordan Brown. Isaiah Hart now trying to draw isolation as he goes for the layup, and I think it's like a travel by Isaiah Hart. Not sure what he's thinking there, but
took too many steps.
Too many steps. Cleveland State currently leads 10-9. If you're just tuning in, this is the NJCAA Region 7 Division 1 basketball tournament. I'm Anton Skrobo, and next to me is Sean Bowman. As you see the ball being inbounded by Cleveland State.
Looks like we're going to have Frazier on the inbound. Wait. No, that is Marion on the inbound for the Cleveland State Cougars.
Cam Copeland now taking the ball off the floor. You see Cam Copeland being guarded by Isaiah Hart. He's going up for the layup and a nice little pass out there. As you see a nice little pass out once again, and a contested three miss there by, it looks to be
deep three.
Deep three and a miss by Cam Copeland.
That was a very deep three.
You see Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now, being contested there, and going for that three. I'm not sure that's the smartest move. I mean, he's hitting him earlier, but I'm not sure that's the smartest move as you see a fight for the ball. I think it's going to go back here to, it's going to go back out here to the, Cleveland State as you're going to take it up the floor now.
A lot of back and forth by both teams right here early on.
You're going to see a substitution being made. You're going to see Tevin Olson going out, and you're going to see Darius Thurman going in.
And what I mean by back and forth, a lot of back and forth on the turnovers. And
yeah, as you see Cam Copeland taking it up the floor now. Cam Copeland being guarded by 2 men. They're starting to run that trap now, realizing that maybe it's the best option as you see a little fight for the ball. Is it taken by anybody's ball now? Ooh. I'm not sure what that call was, but there's a big fight for the ball there between both teams. Cam Copeland getting the possession at the end, though. I believe it's still going to be possession of Cleveland State, though. You see a substitution being made.
Yeah, they just got caught in the scuffle. Nice little pass, if you didn't notice, by Copeland after he did come up with the ball. I think he was trying to do something fancy, but it was too late.
You see a couple substitutions being made. You see Cam Copeland checking out. You see Isaiah Hart checking out. You see Derek Rayford, the freshman, checking in, and you see another check, and I'm not sure who it is. Having a bit of an issue here. You see the ball being inbounded now by Colin Heron.
Number 22 would be Colin Heron.
Colin Heron?
He was inbounding.
Inbounding. It looks like a blocking foul, I believe, on Castillo. gotten by Josh Hart.
Looks like Heron's going to take the inbound again.
Yeah, his probable target's probably going to be Josh Parker, who had got that blocking foul the last possession. You can see Josh Parker now taking up the floor. Josh Parker taking up the floor. Nice little pass out. Being heavily contested, not actually about the smartest pass to make. A lot of passing going on here by this team. If you rethought that shot, you see Josh. He had to shoot that. Air ball. He had to shoot that, though. The shot clock was run down to 2. As you see Josh Parker missing that shot. It's going to be inbounded now by Motlow State. See the ball being inbounded by the freshman point guard, Rayford, who was pretty good in his last out. I don't know his exact stat line, but I know he shot quite a bit of threes here.
Sorry, Rayford's. He almost lost the ball there.
Yeah, almost lose the ball to his defender, Josh Parker. See Motlow State going up, reconsidering the option of passing out the steal on the 3. You can see the coach there getting pretty excited. That's what I like about the coach. He's a really energetic coach. See a lot of passing out and a make there.
I've noticed something about Motlow State. It looks like they seem to be wanting to go inside. So maybe they have found a little weakness in Cleveland State's game.
Yeah, you see King Webster.
Oh, there's a steal.
Nice little steal there, running up the floor is Sand.
Oh,
nice little
nice
dunk.
Finish.
Nice little dunk there by Corley on the steal by Rashawn Fredericks. Good job on his part. The score sits at 13 to 10, 10-14 left in the game.
Corley has looked impressive this game. Isn't that his second dunk?
Yeah, I believe that's the second dunk, yeah. He's going to make the highlight films today. As you see, it looks like a blocking foul, I believe, on...
I wonder if we're going to get an instant replay pretty soon of that.
Yeah, either one of those dunks would be good to see once again.
Here we go.
See a nice little steal there by Rashawn Fredericks and a nice little pass out. Pass out of his own and missed dunk, and then the dunk completed there by Corley, getting the revenge, helping out Fredericks with that missed dunk that he had.
A nice little play there.
Yeah, as you see the ball being inbounded by Colin.
The key to that play was the steal. But definitely they stayed with it and they got the rebound, and it just seems like Corley is staying by the rim looking for anything he can put back up fast.
That nice dunk by Motlow State. That was David Frazier with the dunk as they missed the shot. You see Motlow taking it up.
There we go, another fast break.
Dylan Smith to Castillo. Castillo with the layup and the make by Castillo. Good job on his part. You see the ball being now inbounded. See the ball being taken to the floor by Josh Parker of the Cleveland State Cougars.
Parker Snow.
Nice little crossover step back. Nice little shimmy. Kyrie Irving would be proud of that one as you see the ball being passed out. Looks like it's out of
travel
there. I thought it was not a bounce play, but it's a travel by
too many steps
by Thurman.
It's so, people always get the ball and they want to move really, really fast with it. And you got to watch those feet.
Oh, yeah. You see Castillo inbounding the ball now. It looks like his target is Isaiah Hart, who just came in the game, along with the Iron Man, Cam Copeland. Hart coming in the game now. Nice little pass out there to Castillo.
Castillo trying to slow things down, it looks like.
Castillo being guarded there by Dominique Marion of the Cougars, who I think I just checked again not too long ago. Oh, turnover. Turnover to Tevlin Alston.
Alston brings it up, and he is going to score.
Oh, nice little layup there by Tevlin Alston.
Maybe Alston's trying to get going, pick up where he left off the last game.
Oh, yeah. You see Castillo taking up the floor now.
It's a close game to start off. It's
nice little layup.
15-12 score. Now Motlow State over Cleveland State.
Yeah, as you see Tevlin Alston passing up to the Ironman Cam Copeland. They almost made that layup there was Motlow State, but they weren't able to convert. As you see trying to go for a floater of their own is
the rebound by Castillo.
Castillo taking it up the floor. Nice little pass out there to Rashawn Fredericks. Then a pass out to Isaiah Hart, and then back to Castillo. Vinder's trying to slow it down a bit now. They don't want to get a bit hasty here. So they have the lead 15-12. Cleveland State.
I'm curious to see if they go inside anymore. That was working for them a minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like they're going to the post. And he almost he threw it away.
Yeah, turns it over. They thought Castillo was there, but I guess it was just miscommunication by the offense there to see.
But if you notice, they went down low again. So they noticed something in that defense of Cleveland State.
As you see, the Ironman Cam Copeland inbounding the ball. Looks like his target's going to be Josh Parker, Tevin Olson, as we go to a timeout now. Now, what do you notice about this game so far that's kind of giving Motlow State the edge? Anything?
It's a close game. I've noticed a lot of back and forth as far as balls being thrown away, tapped out. Like I said, I think Motlow has found some kind of weakness there because they keep going inside. And, you know, if it's going to keep getting your baskets, you might as well stay with it.
And I also think they have that edge of, like, you know, that adrenaline that they have. You know, they had 2 dunks so far as Motlow State. You know, really the mental edge is, you know, it's still a one-possession game, but Motlow State is just not letting up there. Always driving in. I feel like we're going to be in a bonus not too long from now. We already have 4 fouls there on Motlow State. I think you need about 7 to get to the bonus there. So that's one thing I feel like they have going for them. As you see, the huddles, the coaches finishing up their huddles there. Sorry.
I think we got an entertaining game on our hands.
Oh yeah, I hope we get an overtime game. Because I remember there was 1 overtime game so far in this tournament, and it'd be great to see another. I mean, I enjoyed that. Was the very first game of this tournament. Really set the stage. As you see, the Ironman Cam Copeland inbounding the ball.
It looks like he's going to throw into Allison.
Yeah, Allison. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, yeah, they're down, but they can easily come back. It's everybody's game now. There's still a lot of game left to play. 8:03 left in the half. Cam Copeland being contested there. Nice little pass out. Another nice little pass out.
They wanted to take those shots, but they didn't have a look, so they passed on it.
Yeah, as you see, Cam Copeland passing out the ball to Jordan Brown. It was for a nice little lip, and it looks like
fouled.
Blocked on the act of laying it up.
So Brown is going to go to the line and shoot free throws.
I think is this the first trip to the free throw line we've seen so far this game?
I believe so.
I believe it's so, as Jordan Brown is the inaugural free throw shooter here for Cleveland State. And once again, the head coach of Cleveland State is Lee Sigliano, who's doing a good job coaching his men's team here. Or it looks like we're going to have an inbound. My apologies.
I thought it was a foul on shooting.
I thought it was too. You see Cam Copeland inbounding the ball. My apologies, everybody listening. You see Cam Copeland inbounding the ball now. And so we'll pass out to Tevin Olson, who's being guarded, double guarded, and then turned over now. Is that trap defense is really working? It's running scores. You see Isaiah Hart taking the ball, being guarded by Cam Copeland.
Hart's going to drive, and he's going to score.
Score! Nice little score there by Isaiah Hart, who hasn't really done many threes today. You see Cam Copeland now taking up the floor.
Crowd's definitely into this game.
Oh yeah, we can hear him right behind us. See the ball being passed around a lot.
One thing that's what you want to do, but it's kind of hard in these tournaments, is take the crowd out of it because everybody shows up for their players.
Oh yeah, you can see Ken Copeland missing that that layup and getting rebounded there by Motlow State. See Isaiah Hart taking up the floor. Once again being guarded by Ironman Ken Copeland.
He's going to ravel pick here.
Oh, falls to the ground.
He's going to shoot.
That's a nice, pretty pick and almost a make. I'm surprised he was able to make that.
And I think Hart's going to take one. Yeah, nice little fake there.
Ooh.
And the make.
Yeah, David Frazier had set that pretty little pick, and then
Hart totally faked him off.
Yeah, he set a pretty little pick, missed it, and then gets the 3 as Ken Copeland falls to the ground, misses that. And then we see the rebound by Isaiah Hart, who ends up converting a 3 of his own after a fake. So
Copeland takes a deep 3 and he makes it.
Cam Copeland with a 3 of his own, making it, bringing them now within 5. The score, or 4, pardon me, as the score sits at.
That 3 was deep. I mean, it was almost to the
5
marker in the half court.
We're having a bit of an issue there on the scoring, the scoreboard up there.
There's a shot.
Nice little 3. I'm not sure. I feel like that was a bit of a questionable 3, though. I'm not sure why he took it. I mean, they're up. They should come to slow it down. They shouldn't like.
Right now, Motlow State is holding a 20-15 lead over Cleveland State.
So far, we're about 9 minutes in here, as we see a lot of passing on here by Cleveland State. Who, I mean, they still have time to come into this game. I feel like they can. You see a nice little, almost a dunk by Victor Curry. He's not able to finish it.
I think we will have free throws on this one.
Yeah, there should be 3 throws. It looks like we're going to have 3 throws by Victor Curry on this almost dunk attempt. He almost posted his man. We saw a nice dunk earlier, though, by Cavante Corley. I think we actually had two god dunks by Cavante Corley. You can see Mohana Sanders.
That is right. Corley had 2 dunks off, and they were both putbacks.
Oh, pardon me. There's an error with the graphics there. We see Victor Curry missing his first 3 throw, or making his first free throw, sorry, as he goes for now his second 3 throw. Sorry, everybody.
Curry is a 68% free throw shooter.
As he goes 2 for 2 is Victor Curry. The ball being taken up the floor by Isaiah Hart. You can hear the crowd getting into it behind us as you see Cam Copeland trying to be heavily contested by his man. Or heavily contesting his man, Isaiah Hart.
If you're the home team, it looks like they're going back inside. Look at that.
Pretty little pretty little finger roll there by Kent Webster of the State.
So Cleveland State's going to have to box out better and shut down that inside. They're giving up too many free points.
Oh, yeah. And you see Cam Copeland taking up the floor now. Nice little pass out there.
Olison with the three, and he makes it.
Nice little make there by Olison. And you see Dylan Smith taking up the floor. Nice little pass out there to Isaiah Hart as you see him taking up the floor. And you see the coach on the sideline getting excited about what's going on here. You see him communicating to his players, trying to tell them, you know, where to go, what to do, as they're currently up. Ooh.
They go back inside once again, but it's not there. And he's gonna.
Looks like a.
He's caught.
Kind of looks like he just traveled.
Timeout.
Timeout. Looks like he just traveled there.
Yeah, he might have got away with a couple of steps.
Yeah, Ken Webster looked like he kind of just traveled there. As you see him calling a time, not probably realizing what had just happened. He scored at 22-17, 4:44 left on the half. Once again, this is the Region 7 Division I basketball tournament.
And I believe that is going to be a quick timeout, maybe a 30-second one.
Yeah, the TJCAA Division 7 Region 7.
It's a replay on that three by Olison. Nice look.
Nice little three there by Olison. It's a pretty little highlight there. Again, you know, one thing I do like about this game is you're not just sticking to one sort of gameplay. Like, you know, you're seeing a lot of driving in by both teams, and you're also seeing a lot of three-point makes by both teams. So that's always fun to see a game that, you know, is a lot more even out, not like, you know, set to one specific, you know, type of scheme as they run the offense. So a lot of teams that just go for threes all the time, and it's not fun to see, especially when they're not making them consistently.
Well, if you are Motlow State, I believe you found a weakness in the defense of Cleveland, so you're going to keep smashing it inside.
Yeah, that's what I would keep doing.
But if you are Cleveland State, looks like you might have something going with your perimeter game, so you're going to keep shooting.
Yeah, they're able to get the rebound there.
And there's going to be a shot by Motlow, and it misses off front of the rim.
A little miss there by Rashawn. A lot of passing out. You see Isaiah Hart now taking the ball, being contested there by Tevin Olson. Hart that
deep three, and he can't find the rim. That's off the backboard. It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going back to Motlow State.
And Motlow State's going to have possession once again. Looks like it's going to be inbounded by Motlow. The score sits at 22-20. You see Cleveland State getting back into this game. They're up.
They are getting back into it, and you know, Olison, he hit a three that last time out, and he hit a inside shot earlier, so maybe he's trying to get going, and that could be good news for Cleveland State because they certainly need a little offensive boost, it would seem.
Yeah, as you see the inbound there by Isaiah Hart. As they're going to keep on trying to drive in because obviously the three-point shot's not as good as it was earlier. That's what I would keep doing. I wouldn't keep trying to force a three unless you really want to. Like you're losing this lead here. You need to make smart plays.
I think they're going to just keep pounding it inside. Oh, there's a foul.
Looks like
it's going to be all on Olison.
Yeah, a little blocking foul on Tevin Olson. As he was fouled on the act. Is that going to be a? Is he going for the free throws here?
Yeah, yes, it will be.
Was that a three-point play or a two-point play?
I think he was at the blue line. No, they're not going to give him free throws.
Oh, wow, that's kind of surprising as you see the ball being inbounded here by...
Yeah, I think he was still in the act of shooting, but he was on the ground, so he didn't go all the way up.
You see the ball being inbounded by Isaiah Hart now. So pass out to Rashawn Fredericks back out to Isaiah Hart.
And there's an alley-oop. Fredericks dunks in.
Nice little dunk there by kind of reminds me of that 1-2 punch that Colby and Shaq had back in the day. To get that nice little dunk there by Fredericks. The Ironman Ken Copeland taking up the floor now. Been guarded heavily by Isaiah Hart.
That's going to swing the momentum a little bit.
Oh, yeah. A lot of their dunks kind of have some momentum in this game. Nice little fake and a pass and a make there. Nearly blocked, but able to get in there by Victor Curry as he goes for that nice, pretty little layup. Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now once again. See the coach on the sideline getting excited, telling his players to get open, get smart. We got to do this, guys.
So they're going to try to set up something, maybe a little pick. No, he takes it all the way.
Ooh.
They go right back to that inside game. Hart driving in on that play.
Nice little driving by Hart, not able to convert there.
Going to the line.
We're going to see Isaiah Hart going to the line here.
I've noticed something from both teams so far in this game. It hasn't been really well defended.
Yeah, not at all. The defense has been kind of lackadaisical at best, as you see these scores just at 24-22, Cleveland State down. It's Hart, the sophomore, going for his first free throw and missing it.
If either one of these teams puts a trap on a press, somebody might be in trouble.
The one thing I will give to the advantage of Cleveland State here is they have a lot of young players and a lot of depth. They have a lot of fresh legs in the game. Not as much experience, but with how big the depth is, I mean, you got to realize that might give them a bit of an edge as we get down the stretch here. You see Isaiah Hart going for his second free throw, and the make there by Isaiah Hart. Good free throw attempt, or good free throw make by him. You see the ball being now inbounded by Edmondson. See the
so they better hurry up, or they're going to get a violation. They barely get it over the half-court mark.
It's kind of surprising that they didn't try to lob it down the floor to Hayden Emerson.
There's a three, and it's an air ball. And he saves it, but
not able to save it there is Cleveland State as they
just throws it back away.
Yeah, it took rid of an. No, we're just gonna have an inbound here. I thought we were about to have a time. I heard a whistle blow.
Hart's gonna inbound, and it looks like he's throwing to Castillo.
A couple substitutions being made as Hart is now taking the ball off the floor. 2:45 left on the game. The score sits at 20.
Something that I've noticed about Hart is he doesn't choke under pressure. He keeps pounding.
Yeah, and that's always good to have. It's like a Russell Westbrook who has a lot of heart, and you got to have heart in the game. I mean, his last name is Hart, so I find that going to be kind of funny in the end of this.
And they're going to stick inside, and they're not going to get it.
Oh, get their own rebound, though. They're getting a lot of their own rebounds.
Can't get it to go, but I think we're going to have free throws on that.
Oh, yeah, we are. One thing I will say about these teams, you're getting a lot of second chance opportunities here.
I think David Frazier's going to be shooting, too, at the line for Motlow State.
Oh, yeah, but, again, the second chance points I feel like are going to be a big advantage for Motlow as they're currently up 25-22. David Frazier, the sophomore wing of Motlow.
David Frazier, a 68% free throw shooter on the year.
As you see him missing his first.
He's going to miss that one.
Yeah, missing both.
Got to make the free throws.
Oh, yeah.
I think we had this discussion before, didn't we?
Oh, we've had it a couple times now. You got to make them, man. I mean, especially when you're trying to keep a lead, you have to make these, man. They all
count. 3 points. You're only hurting yourself.
Exactly.
They're inside Castillo with a little jumper, and it falls.
Nice little
turnaround jumper.
Nice little lay in there by Castillo as you see the ball being taken off the floor. Sanders of the Cougars, a bench player for this team. You see Ken Copeland taking up the floor now. Ooh, and a nice, pretty little lay, and not able to convert though is Victor Curry.
Looks like they're running a little press on the Cleveland State's running a little press on Motlow.
Nice little take there by Rashawn Fredericks.
Motlow's running a press. Except they're going to trap.
Scores either 30-22.
Putting the pressure on.
Yeah. Ooh, and a nice little mid-range make there by Colin Herron. Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now.
I told you if somebody started running a trap, they'd be in trouble.
Yeah, the trap has always kind of been a detriment to the teams that have been going against it because you're not really used to seeing the trap in games like these. So it's hard to be able to get around them.
Well, early on, you want to establish the lead. You want to take away any momentum going into the half. So certainly that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hold on to that lead and stop any momentum, I would say.
You see a pretty little block there by Victor Curry. Wish we would have had the highlight on that as Victor Curry just slams it out. You're going to see the ball being inbounded now by Motlow State. Isaiah Hart inbounding the ball.
So it's a nice little man-to-man here. Everybody seems to be covered.
Yeah.
Switching up. So he's going to move out to get on Dylan Smith.
See the ball being inbounded.
And there's a three. And
three made by Fredericks of the Motlow State Bucks. They're just getting away with this lead now. They were down. They were up 2. Now they're up 9.
Now they seem to be moving outside. So they got a nice little inside-outside game going on. Motlow State does.
It's a nice little tip in there by, I believe, DeMonte Wright of the Cleveland State Cougars. The ball being taken up the floor by Isaiah Hart.
This doesn't look like the same Cleveland State team that played the other night against Chattanooga State.
Oh, no, they do not. But I thought they're not usually used to. I mean, I know Chattanooga State's pretty talented themselves, but.
Oh.
But this team offers something different. But the thing is, this team, it looks like Cleveland State doesn't really have a good inside defense and rebounding ability.
Motlow State's trying to. They're saying that it was tipped.
But yeah, like I was saying, I think they're not used to, they have really bad inside defense from the looks of it and rebounding ability. So Motlow State just taking the advantage and pulling with victory here. So we're 35 seconds left in the half.
There's a trap. He's going to get stuck. Oh. They barely get it over the half-court mark.
And a 3-point miss there by DeMonte Wright. Ooh, someone on the ground there. Do you see?
Hart's looking.
Hart taking up the floor now.
He's got a man wide open in the corner.
Yeah, Dylan was wide open on the corner, but they just don't pass it out to him. We get it looks like a timeout. Yeah, timeout on each side.
Would you rather have the timeout, or would you rather kick it over there and get that 3 maybe? Well, all the momentum you built.
I think he was arguing with the ref, so I don't think he saw the man because he was looking back to his teammates here. I'm not sure there's a smart move, but again, they're up. I mean, they can afford to make a couple of mistakes as they're currently up. They're up by about 7 points here.
It's been a pretty exciting first half,
to
say the least. But right now, Motlow State's taking it to Cleveland.
Now, I will say, though, just because Cleveland State is down currently, they can easily come back. I mean, there was a game, the Pioneer State, coming back and getting an overtime against their opponents early on, Jackson State. And I think that it was the first game of this entire tournament. They were down 20, and then you saw a outpouring and a comeback and an overtime, even though it was an overtime loss. But you saw Pioneer giving it to Jackson State early on. So I think things possible in these sort of tournaments.
It is possible. It is. I would say if either team wants to win this game, though, you got to make free throws and you got to get defensive stops.
Oh yeah, defensive stops has been the catalyst here for Cleveland State. They're not doing much there inside the paint, whether it be getting their own rebounds or getting blocks or be defending. And
well, I think Cleveland's just at a point where they're like they don't know what to do with Motlow State because they try to force them to stop going inside, and then they start hitting the outside shot. So it's like, what do you do?
As you see, Castillo kind of symboling for when to pass it in.
It looks like the pressure is going to be turned the other way around.
Yeah, nice little pass in there by Isaiah Hart. You see him taking the floor, being guarded by Cam Copeland. Just the last possession on the clock. He got 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and counting. As you see, a 3-point force up there by Hart. He's not able to make it, ending the first half, 33-26.
Yeah, he should have just slowed that down, tried to find a good shot instead of trying to do it all. I think he was wanting that shot so bad, but it wasn't there for him.
Yeah, once again, the score sits at 33-26 as we're going to end the first half here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes here. You see a couple of highlights here. That nice little lay-in there by Jordan Brown. Nice little pretty lay-in. You see the 3-point pass out to the Iron Man Cam Copeland when he makes that nice little contested 3. I remember that play. That was a nice little play.
Copeland's hit a couple of big shots.
Oh yeah, and then
here's the dunk.
Dunk number 1 of 2 by Cavante Corley.
Here's the alley-oop.
The alley-oop and the slam by Rashawn Fredericks. There've been a lot of dunks on Motlow State. Now we're going to go about 14.5 minutes until we're going to be cutting back into the game. So I'm Anton Scrobo. This is Sean Bowman, and we're going to be wrapping up the first half of the game, the NJCAA Region 7 Division 1 tournament. So we'll be back in about 14 minutes. Thank you. All right, we are back with the TCCAA Division I Region 7 tournament, where we currently have Motlow State going against Cleveland State. Motlow State is up 33-26 as we're about to start the second half. They're currently making a highlight reel for us as we can show them as we're going to have them up right now, actually. See that pretty little crossover and then the nice little finger roll into the basket. Yeah, Allison, who had a lot of points.
He had about 5.
Yeah, as you see that nice little layup there by number 5, Victor Curry. I'm hoping we get to see that dunk highlight once again, as I think we are. Yeah, there it is. That slam there by Camonte Corley.
Here's your dunk.
Here's another dunk by Corley.
There you go.
You see the ball game getting back underway.
Copeland's got the ball.
Currently being contested by Isaiah Hart. Nice little pass out and a miss there by Jordan Brown. You see the ball being taken up the floor now.
And that's gonna go off his foot, so I think we're gonna have a kick ball.
Yeah, but that's gonna be a kick ball on the part of Cleveland State. I think he was trying to get it past through the legs or behind the legs, but not able to do that. Luckily, though, it's not a turnover.
I'm curious to see if any of the momentum has changed or if Motlow State's just going to keep pounding it on Cleveland.
Yeah, as we see Isaiah Hart controlling the ball, passing out to Dylan Smith, back to Isaiah Hart.
And it looks like he wanted to go inside. He's going to take a shot, but it's going to be off. They get their own rebound.
Good rebounds by them. That's what they've been strong with so far in this game, is getting offensive rebounds. The second chance points are like making it hard for Cleveland to make a comeback here.
They got him trapped in a steal.
Nice little steal. You see the ball being taken up the floor now. And a nice little lay-in, not able to go, though. Victor Curry was under the, or Camonte Corley was under the assumption of he's going to get a dunk there, but not able to finish that off. You have Cam Copeland passing the ball now.
Travel
there by Cam Copeland. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we're currently streaming the TCCAA Division I Region 7 tournament. Anton Scrobo and Sean Bowman here commentating. See the ball being taken up the floor by Isaiah Hart.
And right now, Motlow has got a 33-26 lead over Cleveland State.
As you see Isaiah Hart passing up the ball.
He's going to shoot that.
Nice little shot. Not sure if it was the most advised shot by
so far, they're cold coming out of the half.
Yeah, both teams are. Not much being able to go for either. Took a lid on the basket there.
Copeland passes it off, and Allison's got it.
Nice little pass back out to Cam Copeland. We're going to pass it out.
And he's stripped.
Turns over the ball.
And Motlow's got it.
Motlow's got it as they're taking up the floor now. Isaiah Hart taking up the floor.
Hart's going all the way.
Nice little layup there by
coast-to-coast action right there.
Isaiah Hart's a nice coast-to-coast. You see Cam Copeland taking up the floor now. You're getting the crowd really into this game here. They're kicking up a notch now. Their defense being screamed out.
Copeland deep three, and it goes in.
Nice little three there by Cam Copeland. An early timeout.
That is about his third three of the game. Does that sound right?
About right, yeah. You see coach calling for a quick timeout. We're only about a minute or two and a quarter minutes in here. 17:42. I think that's the first score here on the quarter there.
One thing that's impressed me about Copeland is his range. Look at that shot on the replay.
Yeah,
deep three.
Kind of reminds you of that some of those Stephen Curry shots you'd see in Davidson.
Deep shots. Earlier, he made one almost at the tiger print in the middle of the floor.
That would have been great to see as you see the coaches getting out of their huddle now. I assume we're not going to see much of a platoon swap here as you see the ball being brought in now.
And just so everybody knows, Copeland is only averaging about 11 points per game on the season. However, tonight, he seems like he's going to match that total pretty fast.
You see the ball now being inbounded by the Motlow Bucks. Castillo taking it up the floor. The bench wing, I'm sorry, for Motlow State. Here to Hart, or the coach get into it.
And he's going inside, but he's not finding anything.
Is see the rebound by
looks like Cleveland State has got a good shot to get back in this game. Allison with the ball.
Allison getting the charging foul. Or no, I think it's a blocking foul there.
Yeah, I think he was fouled.
Blocking foul by the Bucks.
It was on the floor, though. No free throws will be shot.
You're going to see the ball being inbounded now by Cam Copeland of the Cleveland State Cougars. You see Cam Copeland now bringing the ball. I'm surprised. I'd be the one. I'd actually want to pass it out to him. I want to have him inbound the ball. You see him inbounding it to Delano Walker. We'll pass out to Olsen. So he gets a charging foul there, I think, by Olsen. As you see the coach there not happy about that decision. Or not happy, just a bit confused, even though his team gets possession here. As you see Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now. Isaiah Hart being heavily guarded by Cam Copeland now. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there as you see the nice little layup in by Fredericks after the miss. See Cam Copeland now taking up the floor.
So Cam Copeland, last game, he had 13 points.
Nearly a backcourt there.
He was tied with Victor Curry with 13 of Cleveland State. He takes another deep three, and this time he's fouled while shooting the three. That's going to be 3 free throws.
Yeah, I think this is about the 6th or 7th time we've seen that overall in this tournament.
Once again, the kid's showing that he's got range.
He's got pretty good range, as you see.
There's a free play on that. And look at that. Look how deep he was, though.
Yeah, great little take there too. I mean, if you can fake out a defender in that way, I would. As he misses the first free throw here. His team is still down by 8 points. You got to kind of think that these free throws would be crucial to make. As he goes for his second.
Copeland on the season's 67% free throw shooter.
As he makes his second there, second out of 2 so far.
Well, if you can't make all 3 of them, at least make 2.
Exactly.
But then you get to think of that, at least if you make 1, you're good.
Yeah, 2's better than 3, but...
If you can't get nothing else, get 1, but he got 2, so we're good.
Yeah, down 6 now is Cleveland State. You see Motlow State taking up the floor. Castillo currently controlling the ball. Being guarded here by Jordan Brown.
And they're trying to go back inside, but the inside game is not there for them this half, it looks like. Cleveland State is putting some solid defense.
See Cam Copeland with a nice little pass. Surprised he didn't take that as he takes that shot. I'm not sure if that was advised as he does make it though. Jordan Brown with the nice 2-point shot.
Nice jumper, it was smooth.
Smooth as butter on bread. Good to see Castillo taking up the floor now.
Castillo's going to shimmy. And what are they going to do here? Looks like they're trying to get some ball movement. And I think he wants to go back inside. And he's got a little jumper not there.
Not able to make it. You see Cam Copeland taking it up the floor now. A nice little pass out as he goes up for the layup. And
throws one up. He might have been fouled, but he did not get the call.
Almost looked like a circus shot there from Cleveland State. You see the ball being quickly taken up the floor.
Hart's got it.
Going for a contested 3 and almost making it.
Still almost went over the back.
Now you can kind of see Cleveland State getting their own rebounds, something they weren't able to really do.
It looks like the momentum has definitely switched here.
Oh, yeah. Now he's got to see if they can actually implement the comeback. You see a contested 3 of his own there by Copeland. Not able to get it. Motlow getting the rebound there. Rashawn Fredericks. So Hart trying to find his open man there.
Corley's got the ball. Corley had those big dunks in the first half.
Oh, yeah. I hope we see more by him. As you see,
there's a deep 3 by Hart, and it's not going to find the bottom of the net.
You see
Cleveland State has got a chance to hit a 3 here and put this game within 1.
You see Copeland taking it before now, being guarded by Isaiah Hart. Nice little pass out there to Jordan Brown. And
they're going inside, and that's not going to fall.
Surprisingly,
he had a good look.
He had a good look. A defender, not a defender.
Gets his own rebound. Well, no, did not get his own rebound. They get the rebound, but he still get the basket. Hey, still score. I guess it's not all bad. It's a 2-point lead right now. Motlow State up 37-35 over Cleveland State. They have fought their way right back in this. Cleveland State, that is.
Is the ball being passed up now?
And they just throw the ball away. Motlow just letting Cleveland get back in this game. We're going to have a timeout. I believe the coach is sensing some of a momentum shift going on, so I think Motlow's going to take the timeout. Talk about things.
You see the score being 37-35, Motlow State leading.
man, like you said, anything can happen, and it has.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far. 14-11 left in the second half here.
I guess this Cleveland State team is looking like the same team that won the other night.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in here, we're watching the TCAA, NJCAA Division I Region 7 tournament. Anton Skirble here with Sean Bowman doing color. Where you see the coaches in the timeout. Now, if you're Cleveland State, I think you need to keep making as smart shots as you can make it because they've been able to convert. Motlow State, you need to pick up on the offense once again. You were really good on the interior defense earlier on, but you're just not converting.
Whatever you're doing defensively at Cleveland State, keep it up because Motlow State, their head is just not in the game. They thought they had this won, and that is not the case. I mean, that turnover, they just threw the ball. Nobody was near the ball, and he just threw it out of bounds.
You see the ball being inbounded by Cam Copeland. It looks like his target's going to be Darius Furman, and he takes it up the floor now. Or not Darius Furman, pardon me, Colin.
I'm curious to see what kind of half Ollison is going to have for Cleveland State.
Yeah, he hasn't had the ball much so far.
He hasn't. He's got about 5 points.
Yeah.
And there's a deep three. Then they get their own rebound. He puts it up. And there's a foul.
It looks as though
David Frazier got fouled on that play for Motlow State. Castillo's going to inbound. I would be curious to see if Cleveland puts some. Yep, they're putting the trap on.
Oh,
Might as well.
You see Castillo taking up the floor now, passing it out to nice little pass out there to David Frazier. They're slowing down the game a little bit now. Derek Rayford in the game for the Bucks. Being guarded there by Cam Copeland. So pass out to Castillo.
And there's a bad pass by Motlow State. It's going to be Cleveland State's ball. They're just making bad decisions. What is going on with them? What do you think's going on with them, Tony?
I just think that they're kind of falling apart here. I don't know what's going through their heads now, but they're not keeping this lead. As you see, Cam Copeland taking up the floor now. I don't know what's going on here. As you see, Derek Rayford guarding the Ironman Cam Copeland. Sitting a nice little screen there by Victor Curry. You see Cam Copeland taking it up, passing it out.
Finding the man, a nice basket.
Nice little basket there.
And we have a tied ball game, 37 apiece.
Darius Thurman there with the nice little layup. So you hear the fans behind us liking that play. You see,
going to have some substitutions from Motlow State. They are trying everything in the world to get back into this game. The momentum has switched, and I think Motlow State's in a panic. Corley
getting
the ball.
blocked on the layup. You see Cam Copeland taking up the floor.
He's going to kick. He's going all the way. He's
not
fouled.
able to get it. Fouled on the act of laying up by looks to be Rashawn Fredericks.
So Copeland's going to shoot too. You know, I got to be honest with you though. I don't like that play.
I don't either. I don't think that was the smartest thing to do.
I mean, he had a wide open guy on the corner. Look at this replay.
Look at this replay.
He's going to take it. Look, he takes it all the way. I can't get a good shot, but there was a man
right on
that
top
wing.
of him.
Well, there's a man over there, and see the man walking over. He was wide open on the wing. I would have kicked it out and tried to got the shot.
I would have too. You see Cam Copeland going for his 2 free throws now. Making his, missing his first.
Now you really don't like that play. You miss a free throw. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Maybe he'll make the next one.
Cam Copeland not happy about that one as you see him going for his second free throw now. You see him missing his second. Not able to convert on either. You see him grab their own rebound, turning it over though. Turning it over. You see the Bucks taking it up the floor now on their own. You see
kind of some sloppy play on both teams right there.
You see Isaiah Hart taking it up the floor now, being guarded by Cam Copeland. This little pass out there to King Webster.
Yeah, a little smack there.
Again, the fans behind us are not happy about that one.
So they're going to set up, I think, for this inbound.
You see Isaiah Hart inbounding the ball here. Looks like his target's going to be Rashawn Fredericks, it looks of it, or maybe even Ken Webster.
And he's going to shoot it. Corley
Corley with the missed 3. Getting their own rebound, though, is the Bucks, which they were to do that a lot in the first half. You know, they're picking up their momentum again on the defensive end. You see Isaiah Hart.
Now they've slowed the. If you notice, they've slowed it down. They're moving the ball, trying to get their heads back in this game because I know they feel like they really blew it.
Yeah, you see, looks to be a contested layup. I think he's going to get a charge on that layup there, I believe. Not 100% sure there. It looks like number 10 charge, but I think he's going to get the foul. Yeah, he's going to get the foul on that one. Is Rashawn Fredericks of the Motlow State Bucks. It's 37 all. He's going to be able to bring his team up here.
Now you look at this ball game, and Cleveland State, obviously the momentum was shifting, but then it looks like Motlow has said, hold up, wait a minute. We still want this game. We're just going to fight every bit for it.
You see him going for his second free throw now, and a make there.
So, yeah, 1 point lead by Motlow State.
Yeah, you see the ball being taken off the floor by Victor Curry.
There goes the press.
Yeah, as you see the Josh Parker trying to find his man. It's a nice little.
Heron takes the shot. It's in and out. Then a rebound. Oh, he got it, and it's put back in. It's put back in by Victor Curry.
As you see, Dylan Smith taking up the floor now, being guarded there by Kernan.
It's
nearly turned over to ball as Motlow State. As you see, Tevin Olson.
And he goes inside, and it's a foul. So Corley's going to the line, shooting 2. And right now, Cleveland State has got a 39-38 lead over Motlow State.
Yeah, the score currently sits at 39-38, as you just said, 11-17 left in the game.
Some back and forth going on by both teams.
Yeah. So going for his first free throw, and it's a miss there by Corley.
Here comes some substitutions. It looks like for Motlow State, we're going to have David Frazier coming to the game and Leonardo Castillo.
As you see Kevonte Corley going for his second free throw now. And there's a make there, or miss there by Corley. Josh Parker taking up the
Corley
floor
was
here.
only a 65% free throw shooter on the season.
Josh Parker trying to draw an isolation here. Nice little pass out.
He looks. And I think they're just going to have to put one up. Yep, he's looking for it, and Parker's going to take it, and he's blocked.
And blocked there by Motlow State.
And we got a fast break all the way hard. He gets blocked as he goes up. Nice defense.
Yeah, nice defense there.
Really good defense
by Cleveland State. As you see Isaiah Hart taking it up. This little pass out there, and then pass back. Kevonte Corley. Isaiah Hart going for the layup, and a miss there by Isaiah Hart. As you see
I think they're playing the top of basketball. Anything I can do to get some points.
Oh, yeah. As you see them, Isaiah Hart going for 2 more free throws. You see, so far in this half, you have 9 fouls in this half alone. It's only been about 4.5 minutes gone.
Check this stat out. On the season, Isaiah Hart is 88% free throw shooter.
As it shows, him making the first there.
That's one guy you don't want to put on the line.
Not at all. You see the Iron Man Cam Copeland checking back into the game. Him making his second there is Isaiah Hart.
Nothing but net. So we got a little back and forth game going on here. 40-39, Motlow State over Cleveland right now. We've got about 10 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, Cam Copeland trying to draw in a bit of isolation, being guarded by Castillo, not having much luck. As you see Isaiah Hart picking him up. This little trap, you see a jump ball there. A jump ball between the Bucks and the Cougars.
Well, I don't think they're going to let them jump it, so...
Well, a jump ball being a turnover.
Turnover, so Motlow State is going to get the possession.
Castillo passing in the ball to Isaiah Hart.
I thought the same thing, Tony, when I started calling these games in college. it's different rules, you know. In the NBA, that would have been a jump ball.
Yeah, I think they're still technically called the jump ball in this, but they just, I think, due to turnover. I think that's how it works.
I think it depends on who ties it up.
Fair enough. You see the ball being passed out now to
and a nice three there by Fredericks.
Yeah, pass out in a three by Fredericks. You see Cam Copeland taking it up the floor.
And then he's going to pass off.
A lot of passing off here by this team. You see a contested
Copeland
three.
right back at him.
Nice little contested three by
Copeland with his fourth three of the night.
Oh, yeah, 12 points there by Cam Copeland, the Ironman so far that's doing work. Did you see Castillo taking it up the floor now? Here, the fans behind us, a lot of them, I guess, are fans of the Cougars. You hear the defensive calls.
Copeland's easily got 12 points. That's a foul, and he's going to the line. He's shot him a three-pointer.
Yeah, pretty good play there by the Bucks as they get the free throws. Here.
So in this game, it looks like Allison has cooled off a bit, and they've really been making it hard on him. I guess, of course, you know, when you score 38 points in a game, the next team's going to be watching you in the next game. Yeah,
well, actually, Allison hasn't played much so far.
He hasn't.
I don't know what that's all about. He did have a really high-scoring game before. I feel like they'd want to utilize him. Kind of like when with Chattanooga State didn't really utilize Ray Long the other day.
Well, one thing you can consider, if you score 30, 40, 50 points in a game, next team's going to be putting the pressure on you next game.
Did you see Allison checking in now finally, Colin Hearn being subbed out.
Copeland seems to have the spark for Cleveland State this game, though.
Yeah, Rashawn Fredericks going for his third free throw. He's one of two from there. As he hits,
and Allison with the rebound. There, Eddie almost has it stole.
Almost has it stolen. You see, the Ironman Cam Copeland taking up the floor now.
Let's see what Copeland's going to do here.
Copeland, nice little pass out there to Darius Turman.
Allison with the ball. Allison's going to shoot it. And he hits it.
There we go. There's the 38-point scoring machine we saw the other day.
He heard us talking about him. He's got about 8 points tonight.
8 points. Hopefully to add another 80 more. He'll bring his team up there. As you see Isaiah Hart currently taking up the floor.
I think if you're a coach, if any of your players scoring double digits, I think you got to say that's a good game.
Oh, yeah. Castillo going for a three of his own and responding.
Answering back. We got a back and forth going on. That's going to make the lead 47-45. Motlow State over Cleveland State.
Cam Copeland now taking up the floor, being guarded by Isaiah Hart. Nice little pass out, and a lot of passing out, actually, as you see Allison.
I think Allison actually thought about taking that three.
Yeah, you see him being double guarded now. They know how much of a threat he can be. He's a nice little screen set there.
And Allison loses the ball. And here comes Castillo. He's got a man, and Corley's going to dunk.
A pretty dunk there by Cavante Corley. You see a timeout now being drawn. They want to slow it down. That was an amazing little dunk there.
Just stay with the play. And that's one guy you don't want to leave open for a dunk because he's going to slam it every time he gets a chance.
Oh, yeah. The score sits at 49-45, 7:51 left in the game. If you're just tuning in now, we're watching the TCCAA Division I Region 7 tournament. I'm Anton Scrubble with my host, our color here, Sean Bowman.
I think Cleveland State took the timeout there.
Man, we're about to have a highlight.
I don't know about you, but I've really enjoyed this game.
Our highlight's a little bit messed up there as we see that steal. We're going to see that play once again. Castillo throwing it down, and then the slam there by Corley. Even prettier the second time from that angle. Great shot there by the cameraman as we see the resume of play here. They're just getting out of the huddle. We're going to see Castillo inbounding the ball. Castillo inbounding the ball, it looks like.
This game, the defense has been there at times it hasn't. The inside game's been there for Motlow State. At times it hasn't.
Or pardon me, it's going to be Cam Copeland inbounding the ball. What were you saying, though?
It's just been a really funny game to watch.
Oh, yeah, funny and not like a ha-ha funny, like interesting funny.
Yes, that's the type of funny I'm talking about.
Yeah, funny because you thought one team might have been out of it, but they're just keeping themselves in as you see Cam Copeland passing around the ball now.
If you're Motlow State, you want to hang on to this lead and try to build off of it.
Oh, and it's
sloppy pass. Well, it was a good pass. I guess he just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, you see Isaiah Hart inbounding the ball now. You see Castillo taking it up the floor. The one thing I will say is that you're probably going to see a lot of Cleveland State fans here in this audience as they're right down the road from us. There were a lot of them last night against the other night on the Chattanooga State game. see a nice little screen being set there by Dominique, or pardon me, by David Frazier.
And if he could have wrapped that pass around, guess who was going to be wide open for the dunk?
Yeah, not able to.
Cavante Corley, he was right there waiting on it.
Yeah, what I like about Corley is he's not afraid to dunk the ball if he needs to.
No, he was like, give it to me, I want this slam.
Yeah, showing pressure on the offense. You see Isaiah Hart going for his 2 free throws here. Or pardon me, 1 free throws. He gets his own rebound and missing the layup, surprisingly there. Ooh. So he's trying to draw a charge, unsuccessful at it as the refs didn't see it. As you see Cam Copenau taking up the floor, being guarded by Isaiah Hart.
Cavante Corley is averaging about 10 rebounds a game, by the way, for Motlow State. As we were talking about him.
As you see a foul there on Hart, I believe. As you see Cam Copenau inbounding the ball now. You can see him kind of wiping off the ball. You know, there's obviously, with the game being as long as it's gone, there's obviously a little sweat here on the ball. You want to be able to maintain that grip. You can see the ball being inbounded now.
Definitely. And here's Allison. He said, I'm thinking about it.
He almost said, he was like, maybe. Nah, I'm not sure that's smart. Good thing he didn't too. I hate when players tend to force threes when they're not really needed, especially when you're not open.
Sometimes they just want to show that range. Allison, he's going to drive in.
Nice
and
little drive and a take and not able to convert and make. Cam Copenau getting the
Allison for 3, and he hit.
Bang by Allison. A steal book from Stacy King and Mike Green there. Nice little three-point make.
So Allison, about 11 points this game. Not 38, but I think the coach will take that. He is contributing.
I mean, he could get up to 30. We have about 6 minutes left here in the game.
He can do it.
See a nice little 3 and a miss there by Cavante Corley, the Bucks.
Castillo tried to bounce it off Allison.
Yeah.
Try to get the possession back.
Again, like I was saying earlier, one thing I do like about this game is there's dunks and there's threes being made. It's not just a one-style type game. It's always fun to see that.
It's a fun game to watch.
Yeah, almost being stolen there.
49-48. Motlow State. Oh, he scores. So that is going to put it to 51-48 Motlow State over Cleveland State.
As you have Cam Copeland taking it up the floor. Once again, the Ironman Cam Copeland wearing the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goggles.
He seems to be working for him. His range has been incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There it is again, and it's a almost makes it. There's Cam Copeland to get the rebound by the Bucks.
Why not take that 3? You've been doing it the whole game.
Yeah, he was a bit open there, too. So I feel
he was wide open. Sometimes you can be too open.
Yeah, exactly. And you get a little overconfident, and you kind of shimmy your shot a little bit. As you see the Isaiah Hart trying to isolation, missing the layup there, getting rebounded by Cleveland State.
Copeland's going to bring the ball up. Goes over the half-court mark. He goes all the way and he loses it.
It's like a turnover.
Yeah, kickball. It's going back to Cleveland State.
Yeah.
Went off somebody's foot.
I believe it was off the foot of the Bucks. I think it was number 23 got the kickball there. Number 23 of the Bucks, which is David Frazier.
Be really interesting if they get this inbound. It looks like they're going to try to play some man-to-man in here.
I mean, that is smart thing to do, especially if you're making all those threes. You can't risk having somebody open there when they're that consistent.
He gets it in. Oh,
it looks like he was out of bounds there. But
if I'm Copeland, I try to take that ball up and score.
If I was Copeland, I'd pass it out to Olsen, see if he can get another 40.
I mean, he could have had a nice little hook shot or something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Allison,
not able to control the
turnover.
ball. Not happy about that one as Olsen as they're going up. And that dunk! Once again, Corley just not letting up from the dunk.
Slamma-jamma machine.
Yeah, man. Nice little dunk there. Kind of reminds me of like a Steve Nash pass to Amari back in the day on the
I wonder if we can get a new stat line for dunk percentage.
That'd be cool to see, at least in these kinds of games. I'd love to see more dunks being shot. As you see a three-point miss there.
Allison took it, but he didn't have it.
I think he's trying to get there.
And if you notice, guess who got the rebound? It was Corley.
Yeah, I think you saw Olsen trying to force a 3 to get that revenge play on that turnover he had, but not able to convert it. As you see, Isaiah Hart taking up the floor now.
Trying to set up their offense. They got to hang on to this lead. If they lose this one, deep 3 by Castillo.
Ooh. I'm surprised it went back, and I didn't think that was going to go ice in his veins as Castillo.
That was a huge 3. 56-48. Motlow State over Cleveland State right now. Castillo just hit a huge 3.
Cam Copeland trying to draw isolation, getting locked up by Castillo pretty well. Ooh, turnover to ball. I think it's going to be possession of the Bucks. Cleveland State not able to hold on to it.
So here's the way I look at this. If Cleveland State loses this game, then do you say...
There's that little highlight once again, that dunk by Corley earlier. And actually, Cleveland State does hold on to the ball here, but that was an amazing dunk there by Corley earlier on.
That was a nice dunk.
Trying to get a dunk. They're all getting blocked.
The turnover. There. Corley comes up with the steal.
Gets the rebound on the block. I believe he was blocked by Frazier of the Bucks.
The block, excuse me. Corley's got it. He's going to drive in, and he's going to lose it.
You cannot afford to make sloppy plays, especially this close to the end of the game. I mean, they're up. They need to hold on to the lead. They need to slow it down. Don't force a dunk.
So, Tony,
yeah.
If Cleveland State loses this game, do you look at it and say, well, they just wanted the last game more because they were playing their rival and they couldn't hold on to the same momentum? Or do you say...
I mean, it's kind of like that Westbrook question, you know, back in the day. Did your team win the game or did your team lose this game? I think of something like that where it's like, what? I kind of think it comes down to the fact that, I mean, they did beat their rival the last game, and I think that does have a confidence boost. Even if they don't win this game, beating your rival really gives you an edge for the next season.
So what I'm saying is, do you think they maybe didn't want this one as much? I don't know. I
mean, maybe, but, you know, this is one step closer to championship. You see the Castillo with that contested three earlier. Nice little free pop and a make as it hits the backboard. So it goes back in. Ice in his veins is Castillo. Taking a book from, I think, from Curry's book there as he backs up. But, yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that. But at the same time, again, this is a tournament. They have to keep going on. They want to win the championship. Because, I mean, how would it feel to be the rival of a team and win the championship? Like,
no, I agree.
That'll make Chattanooga State feel even worse as they took a loss yesterday to Cleveland State. But, I mean, as of now, Motlow State looks like they wanted a lot more.
I'm just saying, you know,
I get you. It's always good to speculate. As the score sits at 56.
I just feel like that when you play these big games, you want to win every one. So it's in my mind, I'm like, what's going through your head, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you have the same hunger. I got to question that.
But you got to realize, though, that Motlow State overall looks like a better team with the dunks by Corley and, you know, the ability that they have to get the rebounds that Cleveland State has not really been able to do early on. Really giving them that.
Cleveland State was playing some bad defense first half.
Oh yeah, I mean it's picking up now, but it's not really amounting to.
They were but they have. I'll give them credit. The second half, they have actually, you know, played some really good inside defense, and it looks like we're gonna have a shot.
Nice little three and a miss, surprisingly, by Delano Walker, who's wide open on the three-point line. I was surprised he missed that.
They just can't answer back. They can't answer back. They're wanting to. That shot by Castillo might have been the dagger. Especially if they can capitalize on it.
Or even the dunks by Corley, who's just been slamming it on them all game long, showing their defense isn't as strong as they thought it was. See Corley right now being guarded there by Victor Curry.
Oh, took a hard fall.
A hard fall is Isaiah Hart. I don't think I will say I like about these tournaments is the sportsmanship from both teams. Like you saw Isaiah Hart being picked up by the rival team there. You know, that's something that you don't really see in a lot of these competitive matchups. You see the ref wiping up the floor. There's a lot of sweat on the floor, especially with all these games going on today. It's the second game now. We got 2 more to go. I think we've had about 12 games before today. As you see,
busy tournament.
Oh yeah, Hart going for his free throw here, and it looks like.
Oh.
Looks like maybe a lane violation there. It's hard to tell what that foul was. I think he's just doing the second free throw here. I'm not sure what that was.
I think somebody stepped over too fast.
Oh, that might have been it.
Because if you step over that line too fast, they'll call it.
Oh, yeah. There he goes, as you see the rebound there by the Cougars.
Walker. No, yeah, Walker. That was Walker.
Yeah, Walker at the Cougars. As you see Cam Copeland currently controlling the ball. Nice little pass out there by Copeland.
And a bad pass by Allison.
Yeah, I don't know where he was going. Or they were passing to his invisible friend there.
Luckily, they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, I think it was tipped there by the Bucks.
He really. That's what I'm saying, though. I just feel like their head's not in it. Look at that.
Ooh.
See what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just that lockdown defense by the Bucks. Because look, it's going to be their ball once again. They're just trying to tip it out. They're not having good luck with it. As you can see, Copeland once again inbounding a ball. I mean, if I were Cleveland State at this point, I would try to get some threes. I would pass it out to Olsen, who's been on fire. That's what I would do. He's really good at the three-point line, but it all just comes down to if he can actually
actually, in this game, I disagree. I think Copeland's been your hot hand from the outside. Austin's hit a few big shots.
Such as this one. Oh, I thought that was about to go in. I think he gets his 2 free throws here.
But Copeland's hit about 4 threes, just saying.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm still locked on that 38-point outing the last game. That was just impressive to me, especially from calling it here on the booth. Like, because I didn't have the stats in front of me as I was calling it, and I found out that he had 38 points. And I was me and my other co-hosts here were just like raving about it.
I think that's going to be Austin's 12th point of the game.
Yeah, our usual statistician is currently elsewhere to see the coach. You can see the coach intently watching the game here as we are. See Ellison going for his second free throw.
He's going to hit.
Gonna hit it.
This is where, if you're Allison, you got to look at it and say, okay, what's the defense doing to me? And you got to break down that defense and step out of it.
You got to say, what can I do to bring my team back into this? You see Copeland getting that nice steal. Clutch steal there by Copeland.
And that's not going to do it right there. We're going to have another turnover.
A lot of turnovers.
Oh, he's going to take it and score.
Nice little lay-in there by Dylan Smith.
He was wide open.
Yeah. You see the ball being taken to the floor by Cam Copeland. Once again,
we got about 2 minutes left, and it looks like Motlow State's looking pretty good to get the win here.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of forcing by
Cleveland State.
Yeah, they're trying
he's going to tip it out of bounds. Corley, good defensive play, but it's going to be a turnover nonetheless. It's going to be tipped out of bounds nonetheless.
Now, once again, if you're just tuning into this game, this is the NJCAA TCCAA Division I Region 7 tournament. And then Scrubble and Sean Bowman hosting here. As you see Cam Copeland in.
You just got to get some good shots. Deep three by Allison, and it's not there.
I thought he would have made that one. He's hit a lot of those so far.
Hart's got it. We shall see, Tony. They got under about 1:30, and they're down by 9 points.
I think soon you're gonna have to see the intentional fouling on the defensive end by Cleveland.
So he's fouled on the ground.
Yeah, he steps out of bounds. Good defense there.
He was out of bounds?
Yeah, he steps out of bounds. Good defense there by Victor Curry of the Cougars.
Copeland brings the ball up.
Now, again, I think defense has been the biggest lead for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that as a prime example. Defense has been a great catalyst.
I wonder if we can get a replay on that. It looked like that hit off
his knee. I'm not sure we can't get a replay on that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one.
But yeah, again, defense has been the key. You can see the coach is livid.
I don't think Hart was too sure about that either. He was telling the ref. That went off him.
You see the coach on the sideline is livid about that call.
Here's Allison. He's going to go up and all the way and score.
Ooh, good score, too. The shot clock was running down. 104 left. 104 left in the game. The score sits at 52-59.
Hey, you hit a three. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but I mean, 104 left on the clock. I mean, I feel like you should go for two. You see, Motlow State's actually in the bonus right now. You see that Cleveland State is almost in the bonus. Not quite there yet.
I think you got to get anything you can get at this point.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, it's a close game.
Close game, but I will say again, defense I think has been the biggest issue on Cleveland State's part. They're getting locked down heavily, not being able to get those rebounds. Motlow State gets second chance shots.
If Cleveland State can get some defensive stops and hit some big shots, then they can take this game. But that's the only way they're going to win.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I just think that, better defense. Don't force anything. If you're open, take it. But don't
force it. Right.
Especially a three-point shot.
Well, I mean, like that shot by Allison, it was deep and.
I mean, he's made them before, but again, that was a bit forced to me. I think he's just trying to bring his team to finish, and I'm not sure that's the smartest move. You can see the ball being inbounded to Isaiah Hart.
And that is a high pass off his own leg, and that's going back to Cleveland State. He brought it down but couldn't hang on to it. Fredericks lost it off his shoe.
Once again, the action back almost over. Here's the ball almost hits our way.
It does.
Cam Copeland now taking the ball.
We're getting some of those 3D close-ups.
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying those. Didn't mean to face, I have no mind. You see a nice little mid-range shot. Again,
and there's Corley with the ball. We're going to have a foul.
You're going to foul here. But, yeah, that was a bad shot. That was a bit forced. It was a bit contested there and, didn't have his footing set.
So Corley, he's going to go to the line. He was only a 65% free throw shooter on the season, so that's actually not a bad foul by Cleveland State.
Especially for a big man, you know, a wing. You know, not a lot of. I mean, wings can be good at free throw shooting, but a lot of the time it's, you know, not common.
You just don't want to let that Hart guy shoot it.
No, Hart's the one that's.
He's 88%
oh, yeah.
From the season from the free throw line.
He's a man on a mission there, keeping his team up now. This Corley. See him making his first and missing his second. Again, that's the problem.
That was a big rebound. I think they're going to go with a foul. They're going to foul. They don't want to foul that guy.
I don't think
they did. They fouled Hart.
Yeah, they fouled Hart.
And they're in the bonus, right?
Yeah, I believe they're in the bonus there for that.
So Hart's going to be going to the line, and that's one guy you didn't want to foul.
Again, that rebound was key to keeping them in this game. That really destroys their confidence. Like at this point, I really do think that it's going to be Motlow State's game over Cleveland State. I mean, Cleveland State did have a good run though in this tournament. They beat their rivals, Chattanooga State, the other day. But I
they just didn't have that same momentum in this game.
Oh yeah.
It was those early, you know, they let Motlow State kill them inside. Motlow State, you know, they hit the outside shot. Now Motlow State, at the beginning of this half, they did not have the same momentum. But you know what? They stopped Cleveland State's little run that they went on, and they recovered, got the lead. And that three by Castillo was just huge. And I think that sealed the deal on this game.
Yeah, you see both free throws being made by Isaiah Hart. He's an 89% free throw shooter, which is impressive. It's not as impressive given that he's a guard, but it's still a good stat line there from the free throw. You're going to probably see a force-up here. Yeah, you see the pass and the sloppy passing play. They're just trying to stay in this, but I think it's over.
Yeah, I believe so. 26.5 seconds, 10-point lead. Nah, it's over.
You're going to see, I think it's still going to be possession of Cleveland, but they're down 10 points. I don't think there's a way they can come back from this. It's unfortunate. They've had a hell of a season, but I just don't think they can finish it off. See that forced-up 2-point there. Just a rebound.
Copeland's got it. Copeland, what's he going to do? He takes it, shakes, and he loses it. Hart's got the ball. They're not going to foul him.
I wouldn't foul him either.
I think Motlow State's going to let the clock run. They're not going to foul. Motlow State's going to be your winners here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 62-52, Motlow State over Cleveland State. And what was a nice ball game.
Nice ball game overall. I mean, they were pretty close throughout the game, but they just kind of let it go. I think, again, defense just came to be the catalyst. Defense and us not being able to shoot, forcing up a couple shots. There's a lot of forced-up shots there by Olsen, who I was expecting to get a nice stat line here. As you see, the game just ended. Again, this is the NJCAA, TCCAA, Division I, Region 7 tournament. Yeah, I just think defense. And we're actually going to show you a couple highlights here for this game from what have happened. I'm hoping we see some of those dunking plays too. You see this nice little cross-up and this shot there by Jordan Brown of Cleveland State. See the wide-open shot there.
That three in the corner.
Again, he needed to be the key factor. It just did not help
finished
out. With
13 points tonight.
Yeah, as you see that nice little three of his own by Castillo. I think that was the revenge shot actually by Castillo earlier on in the game. That was when he hit the three, and you know.
This is going to be that nice dunk going by Corley.
Yeah, there's one of the. I think he's hit 3 of them this game by Corley. A great dunker to say the least. Ooh, and then nice little transition and that dunk. That kind of reminds me of what the Warriors run and their offense.
I just wonder if we're going to get a look at. I guess not. I was wondering if they were going to show that shot by Castillo, which that shot by Castillo is the one that I think won the game for Motlow State.
Yeah, I believe we're going to be cutting to an interview here, man. I'm just waiting to see who we're going to get here. As the score sits at 62-52, or ends at 62-52. We're about to have the next game in about 20 minutes here. Again, we're just trying to see if we're going to get an interview here to end off the game. Currently have my co-host here trying to wire that. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to have an interview here. Once again, 20 minutes till the next game. It's going to be... next game is going to be the Walter State Lady Senators versus the Cleveland State Lady Cougars. And yeah, we're going to end it off here. So I'm Anton Scrobo.
And I'm Sean Bowman. Nice working with you, Tony.
Yeah, tune in about 20 minutes for the next game.